Hello, YouTube. Let's do this. Bubble is what? So, first attribute I would think of is it has to have passed its IPO. It is now in the public domain. And here I have requested uh, what is stock bubble from ChatGPT. And so apparently this has been compiled from so many news sources, and it gives me the life cycle from boom to bust and then to default. But if you read the news about bubbles with a gambler's mentality, you still won't understand what a bubble is. We have to dig into how bubble is inflated. We have to look into it. So how does a bubble inflate it? Will history repeat itself in future bubbles? So this is essentially how it goes. First, these articles in the news that hype up a type of technology or a company, then give that stock a considerable interest from the market. This is called price manipulation. So where the stock price sometimes skyrockets and then sell off happens every single time. Almost a guarantee. You have to understand that these organizations set up countless accounts, fake trading accounts. So bubble stock are bought by hundreds of thousands of trading accounts, not like a CEO secretly alone by himself selling for profit his stocks, as people often talk about. It's completely legal. Right here, this is the scammers already making first stage profit by the sell off. So like this. Uh, they have already made their profit. So for those who haven't sold off quickly enough, enter a second stage. So CEO sell off, mass sell off, and this green candle right here, this is price slowly climbing up to its top again over a long period, like a few weeks. Prices slowly climb to the limit, to the top again. If you look at trading board like on Binance, I don't have an account, so I can't show you. Uh, Nobody is selling on the sell side, and on the buy side, there is extremely low volume. Like almost nobody is buying. In reality, the whole thing has been coordinated in investment groups or secret messaging on Facebook and Instagram. These buyers only need to purchase 20 to 30 units of stocks or crypto tokens, and the stock will slowly climbing to the top, continuously climbing for a few weeks. So here, let's look. Uh, Suppose this is some AI. It could be some AI. Renewable energy company. To speak generally about AI, the demand is there, slowly substituting job in the market, but current value is inflated by big speculations, and the stagnant state of the overall market only adds to it. AI is now a hot topic, and there's no real GDP being made. At least there's no real progress. So the largest company in AI has survived by merging into the SP 500, like Nvidia, but there are many smaller companies competing in the AI space. Some might have real value, but on the exchange, companies that already IPO are highly likely to be bubbles. Lay investors look at the charts and see it goes up and down, right? Up and down. Imagine this has not happened. So they think to themselves, the stock corrects itself, right? It needs correction and then it eventually goes up again, right? This is the gambler's thinking. So actually, this is a trivial tactic to manipulate the price. If you ask where the real value of the stock is in 2022, its real value is on the way. You have to scroll on the way back. It's right here. Again, let's suppose this is something AI going on. Um, Here are the verbal fallacies used by those who manipulate stock prices to prevent you from losing your money and bearing the consequences. No. If you plan to put your money in the bank, they say that money loses value. Inflation makes saving in the bank foolish. So if that were all true, then all banks would have to go bankrupt, right? If you intend to start a business, they say if your business fails, you'll be left with nothing. They claim that if you buy stocks and cut losses, you still have 70-80% of your investment left. This is naive because when bubble stock bust, you'll be left with nothing. If you buy highly liquid stock like the blue chips, they will pump the idea into your head that those stocks cannot grow anymore. They say that the stocks have reached terminal growth, like Coca or Apple. These stocks are overconsumed by the market. They will take forever to recoup your capital. This is to make you buy into the stocks they're manipulating. If you take profits early, if you buy bubble stocks and take profits early, it's a loss for them. They need it to be ingrained in your head that having a short-term vision won't make you rich. Having a short-term vision won't make you rich. Your nerves will be all over the place. You only make small money, just a just a few dozen of percent profit, just a few dozen percent of profit. Yeah, super maiden stocks like theirs are selected for their heroes. You are their heroes, and you should also leverage 50 times, 100 times. They will rationalize in many ways, and also scams come in many forms. I have seen, sadly, a disabled person got scammed by a Chinese fake eagers. Very sad. Uh, so ultimately, the scammers will attribute the bubble stocks as follow. It could be real estate, it could be AI, renewable energy. The bubble stocks first are in an information black hole, like a void. There's no information about it. They claim it's a money hub or profit center, greatly undervalued by its real worth. Renewable energy stocks are really cheap right now. They are renewable stocks are priced at a few tens, while their real values should be over 1,000 because government is printing money to put into green energy, right? Listen, in my opinion, bubble stocks traded on the market are always pushed far beyond their real value. Remember, it started with a sensational news. They will keep inflating it based on whatever news they pay for that you read. Can you imagine this? The guy who listed the company on the stock exchange is essentially selling their company. They are always trying to list it at the highest possible price. There's no way they would then undervalue a company, right? If a company is worth 5 billions and is listed at 1 billion, you would not have a chance to buy it You understand? If that were true for Tesla, would Elon Musk then have to sell Tesla at $25 per share? Mr. Elon, take another look. Tesla is priced at $250 a share. If you were to sell that low, you'd be making small money, not billionaire going to Mars level profits. They will keep pumping in the idea into your head that the demand is increasing for AI. AI is a universal tool, easy to use, everyone needs it. Electricity prices are always rising. Clean energy must replace traditional sources. Traditional is if it's the most popular, it's likely it has advantages that are tried and true. They don't tell you that also electricity prices are increasing for other reasons like wars. Please vote for peace. Pretty please vote for peace. They don't tell you that it's due to speculation driven inflation or genuine demand increases. If the demand for electricity increases, it would only rise by a few percent each year, not hundreds of times as lately, as in the case of the bubble stock, right? They will pump the idea that government is stimulating the economy, to printing money and flow it into these hot sectors. So perfect timing and favorable conditions, but they don't show you the full picture. Every time money is pumped, it is the same story. Money flows into real estate, creating a bubble. Printing money to stimulate the economy during COVID led to cryptocurrency and green energy bubbles. When these bubbles burst, it leads to credit defaults and mass bankruptcies. They don't analyze it for you this way, do they? You have to understand they are scamming people with money that the money that has been saved or earned, they cannot talk nonsense. Let's ask the question, what level of general knowledge is necessary to understand stocks? I think it is at least GED level. You will need to have at least dropped out in the 11th grade to be able to read numbers in charts to gamble, allegedly. There could be outliers, right? Uh, so those with money I mentioned are small retailers. Those with money are small retailers, savvy, greedy, but shallow. And a few cam followers too. Manipulators follow a compelling and logical strategy. Sure. So first, what do traders like? Seeing is believing, or we like to say, catching with your eyes and seeing with your hands. They live stream in numbers last night, so by the next day, the stock or the token should rise, right? You're catching it with your eyes and seeing it with your hands. Don't use your brain though, because it's super easy to push up the price with a little money. Yeah, I hope that you did not learn the phrase seeing is believing from Sunday school. And then what? Hesitation? Hesitate, and the next day prices increase a bit more. And you're reading. Bam, you have been equipped with book goggles. So day after tomorrow, people try to visit the company in person. Oh my, and visiting the company doesn't verify anything. It is just a psychological trick to make you invest. Well, same if you meet their representatives, talk to the salesman. As I said, small retailers are hypersensitive kids who like seeing and touching things in person. They have scammed countless folks this way, taking them to see coin mining farms with hundreds or thousands of mining racks. Many people have throw savings that way too. And I just want to tell you that they will brainwash you into holding stocks until you go bust or die. Hodl to the moon. It is like a pyramid scheme. So they know your family will object. There will always be people saying it's a manipulative scam. So they brainwash you in advance. So, for example, there's a guy who wanted to join their MLM company. His family objects, even threatening to disown him several times, but he remained committed and determined. He goes all the way, and now he's a billionaire. Hallelujah. Every time he then hops on a Zoom call, he wears a suit jacket with swords. Hope you get the point.